Hello Bees fans, if you don't want to miss any Boston Bruins news firsthand, subscribe to this channel now, because we are always attentive to the latest Bruins news and here you are always up to date with everything. Since Jake DeBrusk has returned to the Boston lineup. The Bruins winger returned to the lineup last week and scored goals in his first 2 games after missing the previous 17 games for a few months following upper and lower body injuries suffered during the Winter Classic win over the Penguins. The goal in Monday afternoon's victory over the Senators really showcases DeBrusk's development as a player, as he now hits the net with regularity and plays with a greasy determination that was sometimes lacking in recent seasons under the former manager. Coach Bruce Cassidy. Honestly, he's picking up where he left off after scoring both third-period goals in the comeback win over the Penguins at Fenway Park, and he did it while playing with a broken bone in his leg after being hit by a Matt Grzelcyk point bomb. Already leave your like in this video, because it is very important so that you don't miss the latest news from Bees, which we posted here. Thank you. Continuing. Probably just scoring goals, DeBrusk said of what he missed the most after being sidelined for about 6 weeks with the injury. I think that's the most important thing. But, no, just everything with him. It's one of those things where there's camaraderie on the bench, it's the intense turns where you're flying around and also skating fast. It gets a little simple when everything is taken away from you. DeBrusk is third in the B with his 18 goals scored this season despite missing nearly 2 months midway through the season due to injury, which is pretty impressive as he still has a shot at reaching 30 goals for the first time as an NHL player. Calls for the Boston Bruins to go out and get a striker have diminished recently, and it's probably no coincidence that they did, given the return of DeBrusk. Certainly, the Boston Bruins have lost that rare skill of DeBrusk as well, as the Bruins have averaged just 3.76 goals per game, 64 goals in 17 games, during DeBrusk's absence and have scored a hefty 9 goals in the 2 games since he's back to normal. Right wing in the top row with Patrice Bergeron and Brad Marchand. That goal-scoring prowess makes trading for a player like Patrick Kane or Timo Meier far less of a priority for this Boston Bruins team, which is still second in the NHL averaging 3.71 goals per game this season, and has returned to his all-explosive offensive best in the last few games with DeBrusk back up to speed. Instead, the Boston Bruins look compelled and determined to trade for back-end help, which will increase their depth at the defender position and give the black and gold some much-needed insurance should injuries hit the likes of Matt Grzelcyk and Brandon Carlo. At the end of the regular season or postseason. That's where the Boston Bruins need to beef things up, rather than a forward position that again feels complete with DeBrusk now up and running again. What about Bees fans? In your opinion, should the Bruins hire a new defender or not? What's your opinion? Put it in the comments, it's very important for the Boston Bruins. Stay tuned as I update you at any time with the latest news from the Boston Bruins.